Welcome back, friends. In the last lecture we were discussing about the coordinate geometry. We have gone through the representation of lines, surfaces in the Cartesian coordinate system, how many surfaces those coordinate system have. We have gone through all the details. Today we will have a discussion about the coordinate geometry concept related to the differential length, volume and surfaces in remaining two coordinate system. In the last lecture we have talked about Cartesian coordinate system. Let's look at the differential length, area and volume of cylindrical coordinate system. Once again, if I am talking about a coordinate system, it is having three surfaces, it is having certain length. So once again, if you remember this particular formula, this will become easier for you to understand. Now earlier dl bar in the Cartesian coordinate system was just dx ax bar, dy ay bar and dz az bar, if you do remember. Now here it is not like that. Why it is not like that, I will tell you. So dl bar, if you just remember this particular formula, it's very easy to remember all other formulas. So dl bar equal to d rho a rho bar, along with d phi a phi bar there is a one term coming which is rho. What is rho? Rho is a radius in the cylindrical coordinate system. If I am talking about any curved surface, see, arc of a circle you might be knowing. I will give an example. Arc of a circle. If someone asks you, what is arc of a circle? It is having certain angle, yes or no? It is having certain angle, yes, phi angle, theta angle, whatever angle you want to take, and it is at certain radius. So if you want to calculate the arc of a circle, you need this angle, how much angle is traced by this particular arc, and you need to calculate this radius also. So arc means angle plus radius. Let's explain it in some other way. What is circumference of a circle? Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Yes or no? If someone asks you what is circumference of a circle, it is 2 pi r. What is 2 pi? 2 pi is the angle traced by this circle. So this entire circle traces angle of 2 pi or 360 degrees, and it is at the radius. If I draw certain origin and if I draw this radius of a circle, then it becomes 2 pi r. Similarly, if I talk about this particular thing, it will be an angle times a radius. So whenever I am talking about any curved surfaces, it won't come because it's not a straight line, it is a curved surface, and that's why rho comes into the picture. So rho comes into the picture whenever I am talking about any angle phi. So dl bar is d rho a rho bar plus rho d phi a phi bar plus dz az bar. So try to understand, whenever in the coordinate system I get an angle won't come alone. Since it is a curved surface, I cannot calculate its length. I need to calculate it along with the radius plus angle traced by that particular arc. So it is rho d phi a phi bar plus dz az bar. Let's look at those surfaces once again. So z is varying, yes or no? Z is varying, phi is varying. So I will use another chalk, another color. So phi is varying, z is varying. So it is d phi dz, but rho comes with the phi. So rho d phi dz, rho d phi dz a rho bar. So how to understand that? See, if it is rho, if it is a phi z plane, forget about this for a time being. Forget about this for a time being. So if it is a d phi dz plane, rho d phi dz and unit vector, third unit vector which is normal to that will be a rho bar. So it is rho d phi dz a rho bar. Let's talk about another surface. Another surface is, see, z is varying, radius is varying. So d rho dz, rho is varying, z is varying, d rho dz and unit vector normal in this direction will be a phi bar. So let's look at this particular thing once again. I will just erase these contents. See, d rho dz, so d rho dz, d rho dz, there is no coefficient rho phi for d rho or dz. So d rho dz and third unit vector a phi bar, d rho dz a phi bar. And similarly for the last surface, if I talk about here, so what is varying? Phi is varying, yes or no? Radius is varying, phi is varying, radius is varying. So d phi d rho, but rho comes with a phi, so it is rho d phi d rho or rho d rho d phi. You can change the sequence and unit vector in the direction of that surface. It is az bar, normal to. So rho d rho d phi az bar. So if I want to represent, if I just remember this dl bar formula, it's very easy for me. See, if I represent dl bar, If I have d rho dz plane, it means d rho dz a phi bar. If it is a d rho d phi dz plane, so rho d phi dz third unit vector a rho bar. And finally, if it is phi rho plane, phi and rho plane, so d rho d phi az bar. So you can represent surface in this particular coordinate system. If you still have certain doubts, just go through the literature or the books which are provided to you on this portal of LMS, and you will understand that how to represent those surfaces as a vector entity. Finally, the volume is what? Forget about unit vector, it is just multiplication. D rho d phi dz. So rho d phi dz, it will be a volume. Volume is a scalar entity, it will not have any direction. Is it okay? So I hope the concepts are clear. Similarly, we will look at the third coordinate system, that is spherical coordinate system. And now you tell me, if it is a DL bar, the same logic we will apply. It will be represented as dr ar bar, r d theta a theta bar, r sin theta d phi a phi bar. If you remember this particular formula, writing the equations for surface and volume becomes very easy for you. Let's try it out. So if it is r theta plane, so how I can remember r theta plane? See, r is varying, theta is varying, so this is r theta plane. So r is varying in this direction and theta is varying. Theta is varying means angle made with the positive direction of z axis a phi bar. Okay, so it is r is varying, theta is varying, so r is varying, theta is varying, so r dr d theta and third unit vector a phi bar. So r dr d theta a phi bar. So to represent a surface which is r theta plane, so r dr d theta a phi bar. Similarly, if I want to represent theta phi plane means theta is varying, phi is varying, theta is varying, phi is varying, so theta is varying as well as phi is varying. So if I want to represent that theta is varying, phi is varying, so r into r, that is r square sin theta d phi ar bar. So this will be a third unit vector. So what you are supposed to do, if it is a surface, you take coefficients of 2, that is ar bar or a theta bar, ar bar or a phi bar, or a theta bar and a phi bar, and you just multiply their coefficients and take a third unit vector. So if I am talking about a theta bar plane, as it is visible here, see, a theta bar means what is varying? R is varying and phi is varying. R is varying, phi is varying, theta is constant. So R is varying, phi is varying. So R sin theta dr d phi, r square sin theta d phi ar bar, it is for r equal to constant, and for theta equal to constant, r sin theta dr d phi a phi bar. Simply it is r is varying, theta is varying, so r is varying, phi is varying, so dr r sin theta d phi dr r sin theta d phi a theta bar. So surfaces you can just remember by remembering this dl bar formula. It is very easy to remember. And finally, differential volume, it is just multiplication of these coefficients dr r d theta r sin theta d phi, and that's it. So whenever the surfaces comes into the picture, you need to remember only three formulas. What are those three formulas? One formula for dl bar for, let's revise those formulas now. For Cartesian coordinate system, it's very easy, dx x bar, dy y bar, dz az bar. So if it is x equal to constant plane, dy dz, dy dz and third coefficient x bar, dx dz ay bar, dz dy ay bar. Similarly, if I talk about cylindrical coordinate system, you need to just remember this dl bar formula, d rho a rho bar. One thing to remember for cylindrical coordinate system, rho comes with the phi, so rho d phi a phi bar, and finally dz az bar. And finally, if you remember dl bar for spherical coordinate system, that's it for our side, that dl bar equal to dr ar bar, r d theta a theta bar, and r sin theta d phi a phi bar. So this is very easy for you to write down these ds bar and dv equations without even remembering this diagram. If you just remember dl bar equation, it's more than you to understand. It's more than sufficient for you to understand those equations, how to write for surface, volume and length. So length is a vector, surface is a vector, but volume is a scalar entity. Now thanks to Matthew Sadiku book, these are the references from which I have I have taken those diagrams. Matthew Sadiko Principles of Electromagnetic. This is a basic textbook which we will be using till 4th unit. Means our first unit, second unit, third unit, and fourth unit. Almost 90% of the contents are taken from Matthew Sadiko book. So that's it from my side. The concepts of coordinate geometry are over, and in the next lecture we will see the basic things of divergence, curl, and gradient with respect to all these three coordinate system. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you very much.